Hello, I'm Keith Inman and president of Kosair Charities. And today I have the honor of being with some new friends of mine, but Marchetta, Sabrina, and Sammy Garrison, who live in Campbellsville, and they're the creators of the REATH Center. And I'm so excited about the REATH Center and what it does, and they're going to tell you more about it. But it's an organization that is really neat in its history. But it employs hippotherapy. That's the use of horses in the therapeutic process. And for me, that's really neat because when you see a child that gets on that horse for the first time or even the 50th time, and they've been especially blessed in their life with some challenges that most of us don't have. You see that smile and you see them light up and you see the confidence. I just love what you do, Marchetta, and just, I'm going to shut up and let you talk, but we're so excited to have you in the Kosair Charities family. So tell us a little bit about the REATH Center, how you came to be, and a little bit about yourselves.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We are very gracious and appreciate this opportunity. The REATH Center started in 2006. We had a little girl, and she had basically had a stroke when she was born and had been in therapy. And when she turned 3, she exited out of therapy, and there was nothing available here in this area for her to do. So we took her to a place in Shelbyville, Kentucky that we had heard about, and it had therapeutic riding. And we did that for about 2.5 years with her, drove every Saturday that the weather permitted. And the funny story is one day we were coming back, and of course my brain was kind of turning a little bit the whole time. I had a horse growing up and I've always loved horses. And I asked my husband, Sammy, I said, do you think we could do this in Campbellsville? And he said, do what? And I said, well, therapeutic riding. And he looked at me and said, are you crazy?
Not a good thing to say to your wife in a closed-up car on a 2-hour trip.
But anyway,
well, you are a male, and we're not the smartest, gender. So I can identify with your faux pas there.
Well, we talked about it and we prayed about it, and we just feel like this is what God was leading us to do. And so we began the process of starting the REATH Center here in Campbellsville, Kentucky. REATH stands for Riding Enhanced Around Therapeutic Horses. And this is our daughter, Sabrina. She is now 21. She was the little one that started the whole thing. And that is her middle name, is REATH. It's pretty neat the way it all worked out and the story behind the whole thing. But we are very blessed to be a part of this. And like I said, we started it in 2006. We started riding in 2007, and have seen very, very success stories with the therapeutic riding.
Well, Sabrina, you're now a senior in college, and this had obviously a lot of impact on your life. But talk about what you're doing now.
So as a future social worker, my plans are to go into the psychotherapy field and then open up another sector of our center promoting psychotherapy using the horse, which would include having riders out, but them not necessarily being on the horse, just that interaction for people that have mental health issues, such as like depression or anxiety, just to kind of provide another resource for them and to kind of help them work through that process. So,
right now we're going through so many pandemics. We certainly have, COVID, and we have, of course, another pandemic that's near and dear to heart, and that's child abuse and neglect. But I think for me, I'm really concerned about the next pandemic, which is mental health. So for me personally, I'm appreciative of what you're going to be doing because, I think we're in for a long, hard ride, with the mental health and depression and the way the whole world right now is affecting kids. So, or not even kids, but adults too. So that's great. Now, on a normal year, and I know COVID has changed it a little bit, but how many kids and how many patients come to the REATH Center?
Normally we have around 9 is our number that I think the max that we've had. Maybe 10. We have 10.
Yeah.
So it's usually about 9 riders that come, and I also teach school, so we ride in between me teaching school. We fit this in, and so that's about our normal number.
Well, good. And Sammy, we were talking before we started this. COVID has changed your world, and financially, it's made it a little bit harder. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, we have gone through some hard times in the past, as most nonprofit organizations I'm sure do. But we've been blessed, and we've never run a day in the red. We've got mighty close, less than $1 one time, and with a couple of fairly sizable donations, very sizable at the time, we came out of that and made it through. And a lot of times it seems like that whenever we get ready to run short, God just picks up the tab and works it all out for us. And 15 years or so later, here we are, and you all have bailed us out once again. So we do appreciate the Kosair Charities and all the people that have donated to us over the years.
Well, good things happen to good people, and you all are in this for the right reason and doing great things. And we're really here to talk about a $15,000 grant that we're making to you, that Kosair Charities is making to you. So I'm glad that it came at the right time, and I'm glad you're gonna be able to use it. But let's talk about as money comes to you like this, how are you going to use this?
Well, one of the big things that we're going to do is to expand our arena. Right now we just have an outdoor arena. We're hoping someday to have indoor so we can ride year round, but right now we have outdoor, and it gets very, very hot in the summertime. It is close to the woods. So if we can expand the arena a little bit more, it will have shade earlier so that we can ride a little bit earlier. That way we'll be able to have more riders, and they will not be as hot while they're riding. We have a lot of riders, the heat bothers them. Yeah. So that's one big thing. Another big thing is our handicap accessible mounting block that we use. We have been using it for
probably 13, 14 years, and it's in bad need of repair.
It's literally coming apart.
Yeah.
So we will be able to build a new mounting block for the riders to get into the arena. So we're really excited about that. Let's see, some of the other things that we're going to do is purchase some new helmets for our riders. Every rider has to wear a helmet when they're riding.
Important.
So we're going to be able to purchase some more of those. And a big thing is the scholarships for our riders. So that just really helps out, especially in this time. Financial is a big, big part of our riders being able to provide the fee to ride. So we're able to give them some either partial scholarships or full scholarships, which will be great so that they'll be able to ride.
Well, that's outstanding. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit because I know that Sabrina is probably your best story of the REATH Center, but talk about a couple of, a few of the good memories that you have. What stands out the most when you're laying in bed at night thinking about the REATH Center? What makes you the happiest?
Well, you've touched on it when you first started talking. There is something about when those riders get on the back of that horse and they are grinning from ear to ear. I have lesson plans that we do, and we have goals that we work for every rider. But those little kids out there, they think they're just out there having fun. We play games, but in the midst of those games, we are working on a skill that needs to be developed. And it's just something about that. And we had one rider that rode with us. It's been several years ago. He walked with a walker. And when he came through the end of that barn, he always had a smile on his face every time. And my husband and I have talked about it. We may think we have a bad day or have something that's going bad, but when you look at a child that's having trouble just getting around, but they can smile, there's just something about that just touches your heart.
You know, it's almost like a horse is a very confident animal, right? And it's just almost like that confidence comes up through the horse and into their bodies, and they become confident and strong.
Yes.
And yeah, I know. I mean, I go out and I have a tear in my eye every time I see it, you know. So, but no, that's great. Now it is the season of giving. You know, it's the end of the year, and I want to make sure that people know how they can help you and help you, you know, continue your mission. So, talk about how people can contact the REATH Center and donate.
Well, we have a Facebook account, the REATH Center, and we also have a website, thereathcenter.com. Our address is 55 Heritage Drive, and it's in Campbellsville, Kentucky. So any three of those would be an easy way to, if you wanted to donate, to be able to donate to us. And we greatly accept no amount is too small. I mean, it just.
Well, and you were telling me earlier that your horses are actually donated.
Yes,
right?
yes, they have all been donated. We've been blessed with that. We have 3 big ones and a miniature.
Oh, yeah?
So they're quite entertaining. The miniature, especially, he loves to get out of the field, and the grass is always greener on the other side. So he takes part in that about every time that he's given the chance. So
there you go. There you go. Sabrina, what didn't I ask? What did I forget to ask?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys are doing great work, and you're in a great part of the state, you know, and for, you know, this will be seen, you know, who knows, maybe around the world. So if people get a chance to go to Campbellsville, they should go, because it's a great part of our state. It's a beautiful community, beautiful city. You know, I grew up in a you know, neighboring, you know, city, which I guess we fought on the football fields and basketball courts. Campbellsville is a neat place, and if people get to Campbellsville, they need to go see the REATH Center.
We would greatly. There's something about it. I can talk about it all day long, but until you step foot out here and you actually see, there's just something about it that you can't experience without actually being here. So we welcome anybody that would want to come and see the center to contact us.
You know, Jim Valvano, the ex basketball coach, used to talk about, and he's in his famous ESPY speech, which is now, you know, pretty old. He'd talk about, you know, every day you should think, you should laugh, and you should have your emotions move to tears. And if you did that every day, you had a heck of a day. How many times a day do you cry?
Oh, I don't know. I can't. I don't think I could put a number on that. I mean, it's just.
I know, because, you know, when I'm in that environment, you know, like I said, I'm doing it all. I'm thinking, laughing, and crying at the same time. So I'm having good days anytime I'm around you guys. That's for sure.
Well, and Sammy used to tell me when I would come home having not a very good day, he would say, "Go to the barn, go down there with the horses," and that just, there's just something about them that just it's so good. Even our volunteers that come out, because we are run by volunteers, and when the volunteers come out, they say how much they get out of it, just from being around the horses and seeing the improvements and the goals that the riders are meeting. So it's just a win-win situation.
It really is. It really is. And again, I just want to thank you all for what you do. I look forward to a long partnership, and we're glad that you know, that we were able to award $15,000 to you this year, and hopefully there'll be more in the future. So you guys have a great holiday season, and hopefully, you know, I'll be down there after the first year. I'll come by.
We want you to. We really do. We appreciate it so much.
We're looking forward to it.
Listen, you know, we have the easy part. You all have the hard part. So listen, thank you guys very much, and appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is a labor of love. It's not work like you think about. We enjoy doing it, and like Marquise said, if we have a bad day, we go to the barn.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to come to the barn sometime. So I'll just call you up. I'll drop in.
You
You're
do
welcome
that.
anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.